What's going on, everybody? Doc Average Gamer Guys here, back yet again, or MTG Arena, jumping back into our sealed Lost Caverns of Ixalan event. It's early. It's early morning. We're going to give this a go. This is our deck here. If you didn't catch out, take a look at what we got from our sealed pool. Our white was pretty astounding, pretty awesome. So we've got just kind of a white-black, you know, sort of artifact, kind of descend-ish type deck going on here. So it's been okay. We've been 1-1. I really like our removal. I really like a few of the things that we're doing. So we'll jump into some games here. We'll see if we can go and pick up some additional wins. All right. I am on the play here. And again, we have some great removal. And I really have been liking Deep Cavern Bat, although we don't... we're a little susceptible to obviously this getting killed and then them getting that card back. But a lot of times you don't want to waste your removal on this guy. And it gives us a good chance to take a peek at the hand. I'll just take that guy. I don't know. Not really impactful. Doesn't really slow him down at all. I mean, I would have thought they would have played the forest and then played this guy. Maybe not. It's interesting because we've seen I've seen yeah, I've seen from this deck that I feel like that I feel like we can hit really good removal or we can hit really good spells. It hasn't been 100% coming together for us. We're about to get in some dangerous territory here. We got to try to get rid of this, I think. We can do this and Cosmium Blast at instant speed. So I think we just attack here. We do have them on a clock, and they don't have any good ways to interact with our flying creatures here. You know, if they end up attacking, we can Cosmium Blast this thing. And then we can block and then Offering at the same time. So we can get some nice, we can get some really nice synergies here. This play, depending on how these things fold out and what they play as well. So, got 2, 4, we got 6. They're gonna be able to slam this guy if they want. Just gonna let this bounce. We get a map token, which is good. See if they attack with this, because then we can Cosmium Blast. Now the question is, a creature explores a land card, you put a land card in the battlefield, and a creature explores a non-land card, put a 1 counter on it. I don't I don't know how much more exploring they're gonna do. And I kind of feel like blowing this guy up. We'll take the 2. So we could Whirlpool to get rid of this. I actually don't hate that play. He's gonna be able to get this online. That's okay. Yeah, big guy's coming in. It's a Scry 2, which is pretty good. So now we don't know the hand. The good part here is if he attacks, again, we have another Whirlpool at the ready. Blocks. Essentially have to keep the 2 mana up. I can't do all 3. Too bad this is, it's only artifacts, creatures, or lands. Because we could find a way to keep this up. I think I just have this explore. That didn't really change my position here. And 2, yeah. We're just gonna attack with the 1. Yeah, why would you just not have that explore? I mean, that's pretty good. I don't know why you wouldn't just be ramping this out. Yep. Yep. Goodbye. I'm actually almost thinking about killing this thing. I actually think we do that. I take this guy out because I don't want him to be able to start making 7/7s essentially. And he's got the mana to be able to do it. And I think I drop this. And now this represents the blocker here. And then really we just need to get Guardian in. But we're going to be able to fly over for the damage and basically put him on the clock. So let's see, this costs what, 6? Maybe we could tap this. Tap this. I think I should be able to play both in one turn. We just, I think, had good opportune removal here. We can sacrifice this on a turn too, and that would be helpful for us. We bring in the scout to explore. Smart. Target permanent card. Okay, we've exiled the biggest threats. I mean, they could bring back the Tendril if they wanted to. Have first strike and then... Alright, that's a good play. Keeps that guy alive. What does this guy do? So the flyer's a little inconvenient, but that's pretty good. Puts it into a position where I essentially can't attack now, unless we find a way to get rid of the creature. I don't really care about them having this creature. I think we just attack with everything. This a 5/5. Then I think I sacrificed this to get the 4/3. Especially if they kind of bring an all-out swing here. This is a close game. Again, they could play this guy. They have to keep their reacher up. But if I do that, and they don't have another way to block flying, pretty well in business here. And they could put on some damage, for sure. Sure. I don't know why you would do that. I think you attack with this and then swap the blowgun over. Sure. And now you're just dead? Okay. Flying. Pretty good. That was close. That was a close game. All right. Ironically enough, we have a pretty similar opening hand to what we had last time. Now we have the Great Door, which is pretty good. We have actually kind of a way to maybe ramp up into that, which would be cool. We can play Canonized Blood too here pretty early, in case anything happens here. So I think we keep, and we'll see how quickly we can get going here. Deep Cavern Bat right off the rip is really nice, just to get a chance to look at the hand and kind of see everything that they got going on here. So that's pretty cool. Good idea of the game plan, at least initially. Gonna get this up and running here. I don't really know what else to take there. They don't have any white sources. They just realized. Oh my gosh, we could take another one too. That's so funny. Get in for the damage. I think we do this. Yeah, I think we keep that on top. See if they found a white source. Because next turn... Oh, no, we need a... Dang it. We could just Deep Cavern Bat and like really gum up their hand and just make it so they don't play anything. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, we have double strike here. I would really like to be able to play both of these in a single turn. We could play the Guardian, but I don't want it to become a target. I would really actually like to get rid of Get Lost here. Let's just go to attacks. See if they take the block. I think we definitely just play this guy. We don't want them to have the ability to draw. They're missing their white source. I mean, we'll know as soon as it's going to get played here. If we draw another swamp, we're doing both of these. If we don't... Honestly, we draw another land, we just start making 1/1s, I feel like. This is a really good removal spell. Target creature, enchantment, or planeswalker for 2 mana. Pretty strong. Okay. Wait, how did you play that? Ah, they do have a white source. Got it. Okay. Well, I think we take Deep Cavern Bat and get rid of Get Lost then at this point. Let's just get in. Let's just attack, see what happens here. I mean, you can just chump with one of the tokens. You'd have to put everything in front of this to kill it. See what else you got in your hand here. I don't know, I'm gonna take the Get Lost. Hopefully they don't find their other white source, I guess. And also flyers. I mean, I'm gonna just be pinging them for 3 damage here. I think the next smart play is to try to get Guardian in. And just start putting some pressure on. Yeah, they took the Reliquary. Smart. You take the Deep Cavern Bat, right? Maybe you take this guy. I would take this just to get Lost back, but I took the first striker. Interesting. Okay. I respect it. You're still taking 3 in the air. I think we just do Canonized in Blood here. Really want the additional mana just so I can start pumping out 1/1s. I feel like would be really good. You could play this now. Artifacts and or creatures you control be a 4/4. Yeah. Okay, it's a 6/6. I'm sorry. How is it a 6/6? Artifacts and or creatures you control. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and it counts itself. Got it. Got it. I was like, what are we talking about here? Yeah, no blocks. I can... So, what does this do? Beginning of your pre-combat main phase, you may tap 5 untapped artifacts and or creatures you control. If you do, transform it. Whenever you cast an artifact or creature spell by using mana produced by Barracks of the Thousand, create a white gnome soldier artifact creature token with this creature power. Okay, so like next turn you're gonna do that. You have to do it up front here. He can't. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, he could and keep the 6/6 up. Then he'd be able to play a creature, make another one. He's still dead. Yeah, because... Oh, he can pay the one life. He's not dead this next turn. Got it. I mean, again, I can take the damage, so that part's not... He's not going to attack. That part's not bad here. Doesn't have anything to bring back. Scry 3. So he can gain 3 life. We get an additional land. Yeah, the blocks. We get an additional land. Maybe we could whirlpool this. It's gonna be close. So the thing is do I Whirlpool the 6/6 down? I don't know, because I don't know that that helps me. I think I just play this guy, and then I'm able to tap and sacrifice it. We can essentially tap sacrifice these things to kill this guy. I mean, he has to be able to take care of each of the flyers. You know, he swings out here. We get a good trade here. We block the 6/6. He's gonna make another thing. Yeah, so he gets, that's fine. Yep, that's fine. They're big. That's not the concern. The concern here is we can block, we can tap, we can sacrifice. We're gonna gain one, lose one. I mean, you're dead on board next turn anyways. Can't stop the flyers. We're gonna take a lot of damage here. Well, not really. Take 7. I don't feel like we've been able to descend very efficiently on our turn, which has been, I think, part of the sort of the strategy for the deck, but just not, it's not really panning out that way. I probably screwed that up. I didn't screw it up. Yes. I mean, you're just actually dead. Feel like it took a long time to get there. I mean, I'm all for looking at your options, but hey, we pick up another W, so that's pretty good. At least we will go positive across the board. So we're gonna jump into another one. All right, so we're on the draw here with 2 land, but a really, really good removal spell, and then something we can sacrifice if we want to do that, and then double Deep Cavern Bat into a Stinging Cave Crawler is a interesting interesting hand here. We're gonna need to find the 3rd land. A few more draw steps to do this. Gosh, it's not gonna matter what we pull here. I mean, we'll just take that. It ain't gonna matter. Gonna force the removal spell, which is probably not a bad idea. Can strike it, yeah. Yep. Smart, good play. Yep. All right, there's our land. Now the good part here, though, is the idol. Get this guy down. Like a pretty solid blocker here. I think I try to get Canonized in Blood out. If we find another land, Canonized in Blood makes sense to then be able to have spring-loaded Saw Blades. Or Cycling? Smart. It's a good creature. Yep. Just gonna go this route. Yeah, we could kind of bait the attack if we wanted to do that. We got to be careful for that. We're not going to attack. Just hold what we got. I doubt they end up attacking either, so kind of at a weird standstill here. They're a mana short because... Sure. Because they don't have their a secondary red source. Now we could take the 2 damage spell. I could Deep Cavern Bat and then keep up Cosmium Blast. I don't hate this play. Again, they're just going to flash this in and ping this for 2 damage. But if they can't kill it... And this Death Toucher really kind of gives me... an ultimate blocker here. And they may just try to sacrifice that, but... Kind of at a little bit of a standstill, and I really just want to keep my... I want to get Adaptive Guardian down, but I really just want to keep my removal options open here. And we have a lot of them. The thought process is they play this now, right? Make this a 2/4, 5/4, 3/3. Okay. That would be a way to get rid of this to then ping down for damage. So they're gonna ping that. Yep. 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 You get the 2 damage back. That's smart. So spring-loaded saw blades. Honestly, if they attack, though, yeah, I think this is the time now. Get this guy in. They might pump their guys. I really don't want to lose the Stinging Cave Dweller because I want to be able to draw the cards. But we may take a big hit here. That's pretty good. And you can just start pinging me. Yeah, this is kind of what I figured. Yeah, put a 1/1 on everything. Smart. Well, because now next turn I can quicksand whatever their biggest creature is. Probably quicksand this guy, actually, now that I think about it. Interesting. Do I quicksand whirlpool this guy? This guy's about to get huge is the problem. I really don't want to give them a target for this. This guy getting down to be a menacer would be really good. Oh, that's so tough. He has no other reason to play this, though, you know? Cute little frog. I take the 7, or do I kill this guy? Oh, I could pump this. I don't really want to lose this guy either. Yeah, no blocks. No, no, no! Oh, I can only do it as a sorcery. Nuts. Kind of baited this. Okay, sure. So now well, now we can block with the Deep Cavern Bat. That part I'm not actually that upset about, so. And the fact that we have to do this as a sorcery. 4, 5, 6, 7. He has enough to do this. Oh my gosh, and he can do the Gristlebrack too. Wow. I guess we bring this guy in. Make him bigger. I mean, if he ends up doing this, yeah, that's pretty good. I don't love that. We just need some interaction. We need some stuff. Yep. Much for your attack phase. Yep, makes sense. I don't have another artifact, but I will by playing this guy. This has definitely been an interesting game. I would want to craft this. It's pretty good. I have to block this. Do I double block? Problem is, this isn't going to get out of range next turn. I mean, I could find another creature, tap 2, make it a 6. I think we double block here. That feels terrible. If he has a pump spell, I'm in trouble. Yep. Sure. Maybe we could sacrifice this, make the 4/3. I think we just play the 4/4 here. We get in for 3. We get a removal spell. I mean, they're going to be able to make this 7-7, though. And gain 7 life. Having that big forest cycling guy in here is really huge. Yep. I don't think I can race is the problem. And I don't know what to do here. I feel like I do try to get in for the 7. We're going to get attacked. We can make a profitable trade on the 3-1 with this guy. Or with the 4-3. I'm going to do this now. Can't make a profitable trade with the 4-3. I should have brought in that guy. We can take the 3 damage, though. Block the 7-7 if they swing. Problem is we're doing 11 damage. We're not quite there. Take 3. Here. Did I just top deck this win? 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hold on, I can do both, right? And it's artifact, right? My gosh. Actually, we're so we did get this top deck. What we could have done this turn if we don't get this guy, we drop the 1-4. We're able to swing with like the vampire and the cloud guardian. And then we keep like the 4-4 back, or we flip-flop. We attack with both of these, keep this guy back to get a profitable trade here. And then we have the block down on the 1-7. That's really risky if they get any kind of removal spell. Yeah, it just... but then we get this guy, and obviously we get the additional 2 points of damage, which we ended up needing. So that was pretty good. In retrospect, I'm glad I did this to utilize... all of our mana, but that was a pretty risky move. Playing this guy would have let me get essentially a profitable trade here, and then, you know, they probably move this around, put this on here. So very, very close game, and we do have 2 of these guys, so not unreasonable. The other thing we could have obviously drawn is any kind of removal spell that would have essentially kept us alive, but we don't know what they're holding on to. So very, very close game. All right, we are up to 4-1, actually. The deck is performing pretty well. Had a spicy finish there for this one, so we'll keep grinding through. Let's get to another one. All right, we are on the play with double Cavern Paths. I'm gonna play this. This is probably a losing proposition, but we're gonna be able to double bat if we get our 3rd. Then we've got this digging. We get up to 4. You know, we've got a nice kind of curve up here. I think they're mulliganing, which may help us a little bit. They're on the draw, so We probably should have mulliganed, but we'll see what their plays are. And we'll see what their hand is. So we take the dead weight. They didn't draw a green source. We're going to take Poison Dart Frog. Then we kind of block them out of their colors, actually. These things are so good. We need a mana. It's so bad we need a mana. Yeah, I figured that was coming. Because play the forest, that gives you an opportunity to essentially play your green spells. Hey, a mana. Sure. All right, the question is, I think we Dawn Runner here. This really doesn't help us, fortunately. But it's a 2/2 double striker, so we get through the death touch pretty quickly here, pretty easily. Need one more mana to be able to play this guy, and then I think our flyers might be able to get in and get there, you know? And they're struggling for lands. I think we just bring the team. No reason not to. I'm gonna Gravecrawler this guy. This ends up being a really good blocker for us. It's pretty interesting. Sunken Citadel, you can name it. That's kind of cool. Like, that's the land we needed. Just keep the pressure up. I feel like that might be what wins us this game here. Yep, sure. Yep, that was good damage. And now it takes a turn to play the frog. You essentially have to keep all of your mana up, right? Because he can block this. They're gonna have to block this. I mean, they could double block it, but they'd have to double block here. And we get we get a trade down for 2 of them. let's just do this. So I think the play here is attack here. And see what the blocks are going to be. It has first strike. And then we play this guy. And then what we can do is glorify the suffering on the 1/1 token to put 1/1s on each of these guys. We just kind of locked him down with mana. Explores 3 times. Wow. Got a petrify on top. Just actually think they might just be dead here. Yeah, my thought process here is do this on this guy, put the 2 1/1 counters there, or put a 1/1 counter here and a 1/1 counter here. Where do I want the other 1/1 counter? This keeps this up. I feel like this is probably the smart play. If we just swing out here, do we win? So he blocks the 3/2, he takes 4. You can essentially block the rest of these. I think we just attack here. Yeah, he can deadweight that. I guess I didn't see that he had enough mana to be able to give this death touch. Oh, he could tap it. That's so dumb. And then this gets lifelink. I mean, he has to attack with this. And he can petrify the flyer down. Wow, man, we screwed up. Oh, you didn't petrify the flyer? Yeah, I have a lot of health, so... And now you're dead. What? I guess that makes sense. I guess that makes sense. Because then you're essentially sacrificing this down, right? You get a better trade here for this. But really, you're only concerned about getting the life. I guess you want this to survive. I'm interested in that because I don't know if he has an opportunity to stop this guy. And this is the bulk of the damage, right? Because he can block out with the 3/3 on the Dawn Runner and still have it be a profitable, essentially a profitable trade. I don't also know if I would attack there, because if he doesn't, he's actually probably still alive. Obviously, he doesn't know that we have a removal spell and whatever, but I mean, next turn we were gonna, or this same turn we were gonna kind of go off anyways. We play the bat, you know, then we're again representing good damage, but yeah, interesting to put Petrify there instead of on the flyer if you don't have a good opportunity to get rid of it. Yeah, interesting game, close one. I mean, close for us to close out. We were pretty well in control there, but we did kind of feel like we did make a little bit of a misplay there with attacking, and I just didn't count the mana correctly for the two bats. We would have wanted to keep those guys up in order to make sure that he essentially didn't get his string of removal back. So, but it worked out, and sometimes it does. All right, so we wrap it up here. Not a great last game. We just kind of really couldn't get on our feet there, which is just a little unfortunate, but we did end up going 5-3. So, you know, made a good portion of our gems back, down about a couple hundred, which isn't too bad. We grabbed some packs though. So overall, again, going 5-3. Anytime we can get into the win column, I'm pretty happy with that. So not a bad sealed event overall. I feel like we had a pretty solid deck. I think our removal suite was actually quite good. You know, playing 15 land probably wasn't a great idea, although I only noticed it in a handful of games. The game there at the end, the last one, was we had to mull down to 5, which also kind of put us behind the curve. Not because we didn't get opening lands in our hands, we just didn't get the right colors. We were monocolor both times, so a little tough there, but I enjoyed it. I continue to enjoy this set. I think there's a lot more for me to just kind of understand and explore, but a decent sealed event overall. So we'll wrap this one up. I'm gonna flash some socials. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for all the support on the channel. If you're popping into these and enjoying them, thanks so much. We should have some Ixalan collector booster box openings coming here very, very soon to the channel, so I'm very excited about that. So tune in on Wednesdays if you enjoy those. And we do a box opening every Wednesday actually, and have kind of a backlog ready as well. So there should be some good ones here coming up on the channel. Lost Caverns of Ixalan and a few older sets as well that we popped open. So I'm excited for that, and just thanks for being here. I've been Doc, Average Gamer guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.